welcome. This is your Wish Upon a Star Lunar Horoscope for Sunday, March 21st, 2021. The first quarter moon will be voyaging through the sign of Cancer the Crab, bringing superior intuition, romanticism, lucidity, prudence, actionable gut feelings, and eloquence. The first quarter moon is a waxing half moon. And during this March 2021 cycle, the growing half moon occurs while transiting through the 8th mansion of the moon at 2:41 p.m. We're using universal time coordinated and tropical astrology. Luna's activation of lunar mansion number 8 during a waxing half moon at 50% light is potent for performing projective magic spells and rituals. Mansion of the moon number 8 is in effect from the afternoon of the 21st at 12:17 p.m. So that's the afternoon of the 21st until the afternoon of the 22nd at 1:27 p.m. With the waxing half moon occurring in Cancer on the 21st at 2:41 p.m., lunar mansion number 8 is magically activated at the exact time of the first quarter moon in the sign of Cancer the Crab. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a Rosicrucian seer, biblical astrologer, Christian psychic, and Gnostic mystic, and this is a Readings by Rosemary angelic transmission. The Astrology Angel magical invocations and horoscope prediction method which we teach should be used with all mindfulness, since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Now, Luna will be in Cancer from 0 degrees to Cancer 12 degrees, 51 minutes, and 22 seconds. This is according to Abraham. The star to wish upon, inside the 8th mansion of the moon, Al-Nathra, is named Praesepe, that dwells in the muzzle of the great Arabic lion, being the gap therein, known to Westerners as the constellation of the crab. And this is according to Warnock. Now, the star Praesepe is also named M44 Epsilon Cancri. Ask the angel of M44 Epsilon Cancri, who is named Amnediel, to grant you conquest and victory in war. Warnock discloses that the rendering to create conquest in battle and warfare should present with the body of an eagle and possessing the face of a masculine human, which is made potent when Luna transits through the mansion of the moon, Al-Nathra. Agrippa reveals the name of lunar mansion number 8 as being Al-Naza or Anatrechea, which means misty or cloudy. Now, during mansion of the moon number 8, sorceresses and sorcerers shape representations intended to create sentimental or romantic feelings, also familiarity, community vacation groups, also the suffering of detainees, to chase vermin away, to harm confined individuals, thereby confirming their imprisonment. Now, Agrippa also reveals that the talisman of the man-headed eagle be made of tin and then scented with brimstone, which is another word for sulfur, for the magical purpose of subjugating one's enemies during conflict. Now, according to Kabbalistic lore, Cancer is ruled by the moon. Cancer's birthstone is ruby. Now, rosaries and amulets using rubies for Cancer are magically potent for this praxis. Now, Kabbalistic and alchemical planetary associations in this instance of a waxing half moon in Cancer whilst transiting through lunar mansion number 8 could be utilized with perfumes, essential oils, herbs, or flowers. Also, you could use colors for magical correspondences. Planetary alchemical metals in this case would indicate silver for Luna or the moon. Silver is practical and workable for this operation. Regarding the Cancer birthstone of ruby, this could be used for the amulet talismans as well as rosary beads, and the silver could be used for forming of a rosary chain or an amulet base. It's important to note here that according to Vivian Irwood Robson, the author of the book The Fixed Stars and Constellations in Astrology, the Greek astronomer Ptolemy attributes the star Praesepe, which is located specifically in the head of the crab, as being attributed to the planets of Mars or the Moon, Mars and the Moon, in regards to the planetary nature of this area of the constellation of Cancer the Crab. This is in contrast to the other portions of the body of the crab where Ptolemy assigns differing planetary aspects. Since Ptolemy attributes the stars located in the head of the crab to be associated with the planets of Mars and the Moon, and since the moon or Luna is alchemically associated with the metal of silver, which is workable for this operation, this would be a magically realistic choice to utilize when fashioning a rosary chain or a metal support, which could then attach ruby beads or sigils respectively. Other possible chemical, pragmatic, and workable metals suitable for this operation would be iron for Mars, as also mentioned by Ptolemy, as the planetary attribute of the star Praesepe, or tin for Jupiter, as divulged by Agrippa for use during this mansion of Al-Nathra, also going by the names of Al-Naza or Anatratia. Mars's alchemical metal of iron can be therapeutic or cause an overdose if the element, if it's ingested, relying upon the amount of the iron circulating in the subject's bloodstream. Since iron is not ingested during this praxis, it is practical and workable for use in the fashioning of magical talismans. Regarding Jupiter's alchemical metal of tin, it is both pragmatic and workable for this operation, and is recommended by Agrippa for the making of this mansion's man-headed eagle emblem. Now, rosary chains, amulet bases, and ornamentation settings can also be made of tin. Using ruby gems for rosary beads, or amulets or jewelry gemstones is an excellent choice fastened onto any one of these three alchemical metals to complete a magical talisman specifically designed for this mansion. Utilize the one which most intricately aligns with the emotion being evoked by the sorceress or the sorcerer. Now keep in mind that the number assigned to each mansion of the moon may vary reliant upon the cultural and the astrological attributes of the system being used. What pinpoints the exact lunar mansion to which we are referring is made clear by the use of the star to be wished upon, as well as by the name of the indicated mansion of the moon. Other Kabbalistic correspondences for lunar mansion number 8 are as follows. The moon in Cancer provides qualities of possessing high degrees of psychic abilities, also called clairvoyance, clairaudience, and clairsentience. These natives are also said to be idealistic, expressive, shrewd, as well as having good instincts. Now, planetary archangel for Luna or the moon is Gabriel. God is my strength, power of God, and a messenger of God. Zodiac angel for Cancer is Muriel, whose divine tone is I feel. I feel. So it's the feelings for the divine tone of Cancer the Crab, and the zodiac angel is Muriel. Now, tarot card for Luna or the moon is the High Priestess card. And the High Priestess card is the High Priestess sitting between the pillars of Yakim and Boaz, the pillars of the temple, with the triple goddess crown upon her head, also with the cross on her chest and the Torah scroll in her hands, with the moon in a crescent shape at her feet, and the water of life flowing over the moon, and the pomegranates behind her. Now, the Western array musical note for the moon or for Luna is the note of F. So I'm going to play that for you now on the tuning fork. All right, and also the tarot card for Cancer the Crab is the Chariot card. So you have the stars, the stars in the sky above him, and also he has the stars on his head, and he has the sphinxes, the right and left, the yin sphinx and the yang sphinx, and also a lingam and yoni symbol on his chariot. That's for the sign of Cancer, the crab. It's sort of the one who drives the chariot, and very much an alchemist. Now, the Western Array musical note for the sign of Cancer, the crab, is G, the tone of G. And you can use that along with the chariot card for Cancer the Crab. That's the Rider-Waite deck. It's the jumbo Rider-Waite deck. Now, the information found in this document and the attached document in the description box is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Now, much of the information about star magic was also taught to me through an adjacent German pagan coven, which had established satellite covens throughout the world. I began writing a book based upon these extremely important teachings in 1988, which I have entitled to be my Star Magic Grimoire. That's where a lot of the information comes from. Now, other resource books that I have, I'm going to read the title of for you now and the authors. Again, the page numbers is on my blog in the description box. You can click on it for the page numbers. But I'd like to read the books to you now. The Mansions of the Moon, Lunar Zodiac for Astrology and Magick, a second edition with 2019 to 2033 Mansion Ephemeris, written by Christopher Warnock in 2019 and illustrated by Nigel Jackson, also 2019, published by Renaissance Astrology, again 2019. The 3 books of occult philosophy, Llewellyn's Sourcebook series is the second book, authored by Henry Cornelius Agrippa of Nettisham in 1533, translated by James Freak in 1650, edited and annotated by Donald Tyson in 1993, published in 2000 by Llewellyn Publications. And the third is The Fixed Stars and Constellations in Astrology, authored by Vivian E. Robson, Bachelor of Science, in 1923, published by American Federation of Astrologers, Inc., cover designed by Jack Cipolla. All right, thank you very much for joining us, and please join us again. We're doing one of these every week on each one of the moons, as we have the half moons, the waxing, waning half moons, and the new and the full moons. And also we're going to also be doing the equinoxes and solstices for the sun. So stay tuned for that. Thank you.